On June 22nd, 1992, a guy named Bill Brennan pulled off the most successful casino heist in Vegas history.
And he did it alone.
Out of the blue.
And he was never heard from again.
So if you want to know how to get rich quick, then listen up.
Disclaimer, PlayUSA does not condone stealing large amounts of money from local casinos.
Bill was an employee of the Stardust Casino.
The Stardust no longer exists, but it was one of the most iconic casinos in Vegas for almost 50 years.
When the Stardust opened in 1958, it was the largest hotel in the world.
By 1992, Bill Brennan had been working at the Stardust for around 4 years.
His colleagues described him as mild-mannered and quiet, and he never got into any trouble at work.
Basically, he was just a random dude.
More like a random dude who was also a super thief. The craziest thing about this heist is how easy it was.
We even call this a heist?
I feel like a heist involves teams of people with high-tech gadgets.
Possibly lasers?
Before leaving work as normal, Bill stopped by a vault that he had access to and filled a rucksack with bills and chips.
He picked his day carefully too. The previous night, there had been a big NFL game between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants.
Which means lots of bets and a full bank vault.
Then Bill simply walked out.
With $500,000 in his bag.
And disappeared.
No one stopped him, and no one suspected a thing.
He was just Bill. He had worked there for years.
Once the casino had realized what happened and identified Bill, the police went straight to the house where Bill lived, alone with his cat.
They found, among a series of other things, a book on how to change your identity and travel undetected.
So he either successfully changed his identity, or at least he was just trolling cops.
Which either way is arguably pretty cool.
The cat was also gone.
After all, can't go on the run without your cat.
It's not that uncommon for people to steal from a casino, but they almost always get caught.
Especially when we're talking about this kind of money.
But Bill just vanished.
There were no trace, no leads, never to be heard from again.
Despite spending years on the FBI's most wanted list.
And of course, the money was never retrieved.
Often thieves get caught when they're trying to contact their friends or family, but Bill was a loner.
A very rich loner.
The $500,000 he stole is still the most anyone has successfully stolen from a casino in history.
The nature of his crime, which was totally non-violent and with minimal fuss, has made Bill a sort of a hero.
A regular guy who saw his opportunity to skim off a multi-million-dollar casino and presumably head off to a tropical island somewhere.
So, should we be celebrating Bill?
Do we condone this?
I don't know how to feel about this.
I mean, I'm not crying about a mega million-dollar casino that gets taken for $500,000 by some random guy.
Yeah, so I'm kind of conflicted on this story. On the one hand, I mean, it's really impressive. On the other, I think it's definitely criminal activity. One of my favorite movies is Catch Me If You Can, and this story has serious Catch Me If You Can vibes, so I kind of have to appreciate it.
I'd be curious what happened to Bill. Maybe there's a Hollywood writer who would want to do a what happened to Bill Brennan story. I mean, after all, they did 3 Ocean's 11s.
Being from Vegas, I can't really condone what Bill did to the casino, but if he is in fact on that tropical island, I doubt we're ever gonna find him at this point, but at the end of the day, he is a criminal.
Let us know what you think in the comments.